it's under our watchful eye.
Yeah.
It's gonna be great. He's gonna have all kinds of feedback about how to play the deck.
Yeah, like
And when he goes
did
to
some
this,
things correctly and did some
when
things
he goes to this RPTQ, he's gonna be able to play it
questionably.
perfectly.
Yeah.
Is the format
Yeah.
going to be the same for the RPTQ?
It's
I have no idea.
standard.
It's standard, but I don't know if...
I'm hoping.
I think we're going to get Aether Revolt in, but we won't have anything rotate
Yeah.
out.
I'm hoping I won't have to go to that RPTQ, but I might have to.
Are you qualified for it automatically?
Yes.
Oh, so just everybody that makes the top 8 of an RPTQ qualifies for the next one? I thought
Yeah.
I thought it was the people that lost.
Yeah, it's everyone.
Oh, that's insane.
But I'm hoping that I don't have to go.
You think you're hoping you're a gold level pro by then?
No. I hope I go to 11.5 at the Pro Tour. That's the
So
goal.
11.5 will put you at silver.
No. 11.5 gets you a plane ticket and invitation to the next Pro Tour.
So you would be unable to play in that
Yep.
RPTQ?
Mhm.
I figured you would just play in it.
11.5 qualifies you for the next one.
Okay.
I don't think you can like stack them.
Yeah, I don't know.
Maybe you can. Maybe.
Well,
I'll
here's
be
the
going
thing.
regardless.
I know silver pros are qualified for RPTQs.
But I think when a plane ticket is
Involved,
you have to go to the next one.
it produces, and it produces ineligibility to play in.
Yeah, because 11.5
other
gets you a plane ticket to
qualifiers.
the next one too, I think.
So we've got a Grimflare attacking on turn 3, and that's really important for this black-green aggro deck.
Yep.
It helps him move through his
All right,
bad
I
draws.
really do not like that. I think he made a mistake.
Okay.
He should have played
Traverse first.
Traverse first, and then set up his draws with the Grimflare trigger.
Oh, because this
It's basically
way,
like scrying and then shuffling.
right.
So I do not like that
Bernie
at all.
Wen just seeing all the angles.
All right, so Billy's in a tough spot here.
Maybe he was
If Billy has a Deccan Stone, he's in great shape. He's got a Thalia, which is pretty good.
Yeah.
Like,
Thalia helped
if
out.
Ben doesn't have the removal spell for Thalia.
I think what he has is a Liliana, which is good enough. It puts Thalia at 1/1,
Yes.
and then lets him attack in with these 2/2s.
That is correct.
All right, you gotta step up to the mic.
Step up to the. Do you want to do this match?
Do I want? I am doing this match.
We're doing it 3 ways.
Yeah.
All right.
Why?
But you
No,
gotta
I figured I was just gonna offer you the mic, and you could be a primary. You know, you wouldn't have to lean
You're
in.
gonna let me
as-
be the primary, not the tertiary, tertiary caster.
Well, however you want to do it. I was just offering you the more comfortable chair, the more comfortable situation. I know
I
you.
think
just-
these chairs are the same.
Well, no, but that way he doesn't have to like lean in, and like you guys wanted to share a mic. I was gonna let the two of you have it out.
Me leaning in, I feel like I get to, I got the arm on.
All right,
the
all right, all
leg.
right.
I get to.
You already gave him a shirt. I think
So Ben,
we're even.
Ben's
Sure,
made
we don't
the,
need
Ben's
to
made
share
the
his
expected play, and he's got 2 Grimflare triggers here. Ruinous Path on top. Now this is a card I didn't expect out of a black-green aggro deck.
I would just bin all 3.
Just get Delirium as fast as can. Oh man,
Because-
Ben wants all. Here's the thing. The thing I've been noticing about watching Standard be played is that when you look at 3 cards from Grimflare, you have to actively want all 3 of them.
I think yeah.
You know, like
it's
aggressively
rarely
want like.
correct that you want all 3 like that, especially
Right.
when you're.
You have 2
that thing-
triggers, first of all.
Yeah, that's why I would bin all 3 and then hope that the next 3 are good. If not, just bin all 6.
Or been like 2 of them,
Yeah.
and then look at
Yeah,
you know
unless like one
2
card
fresh
is a
ones.
nut. Like
Yeah.
you're trying to get Delirium. Right now he's only halfway there. He has lands and a Traverse. Oh no, he did bin some. Where did those 2 lands come
Those
from?
are from before.
I think he
No.
been I think he been 2 lands on the first trigger and then kept all 3 on the second trigger.
Okay. Well, that makes more sense.
All right. So I think Thalia is going to target again here. I don't like this play at all. There's no way that that's correct. So if Thalia just targets,
What does that give him? Delirium?
no,
Probably not. Okay.
no, he was on Traverse and lands.
Probably would have been if you just
And he's
put
probably
any
just
other
gonna
card.
swing into the Sigarda.
Aaron's
Heron's
host of
Grace.
Moon.
Host
Graces and Moons.
Moon,
Grace,
Heron,
Moon, Heron.
Grace,
Yeah, all of them.
Moon Shadow, Moon Shadow.
Alright, so
So
Billy.
apparently this card nobody knows what it does or remembers about it because he
It's
will
a-
just attack willy-nilly.
It's a
to it.
3/3. It has flash.
No, we know what it does.
Oh, we do?
But people
Billy's
don't play around
opponents
it.
seem to be attacking into it willy-nilly when Billy is just representing it.
Yeah, it's so
as
not
hard
on the
as
radar.
possible.
It's not a format staple, so people are
There's
not
no
aware.
Here it
Restoration
is.
Angel.
Here it
got a
is.
reader.
You got a
Boom,
reader.
boom. We got a reader.
Hump.
All right.
Hump.
All right. So Ben's gonna use his.
This is pretty good for Billy because now he gets to pressure Liliana.
Yeah.
Well, no,
And
he hasn't
he
activated
gets to
Liliana.
go +1 life here.
Yep. Let's see. Or did Ben forget the trigger?
No, he's
Yes.
using Liliana. He gets to kill the guy.
Yeah, Ben forgot the trigger.
But he
for
still
the...
did not use his other.
That's
group
okay.
player.
That is not okay. I think that's.
I still would like him to
It's
have used his
actively
trigger.
bad.
It's
Trigger, please.
strictly worse than.
It's
not
like-
Well, here's the thing.
Free
He knows.
scry.
He knows that the 2 cards on top are things that he wants.
Yeah. Fair enough. But yeah, third card.
All right, so that flare
All
gets
right.
stasis snared. But
So
we
we got
still
this-
we still would like to have the Narwhal Dryad
We got-
be a little bit
Yeah.
beefier.
We bigger.
But I think we're gonna see a Liliana minus, so he can get the Groom Flare back. He doesn't have anything to shrink with it. So
Yeah, I wish we had delirium here.
maybe we'll hit it.
Oh look,
We bricked because
we missed. All right, Grim Flare. We knew what one of those cards was. To be fair, we
no,
selected.
we didn't know either one.
No, we did.
Oh yeah.
We haven't had 3 draw steps yet.
Yeah, that's true.
So
Guess I'm
we.
not used to keeping all 3 on top.
Yeah, it's a rare play. When you don't have Delirium already, it's rare that you keep all 3.
Watching people play these decks makes me want to just go out and buy all the Delirium cards so that I can just play these super powerful cards.
Yeah.
I mean,
They're powerful if you're achieving Delirium. I mean, a lot of
Well,
the cards are powerful in their own right.
Grimflare just gives you Delirium. It's just like, here's Delirium.
So did Billy
I want to win the
purposely
lot.
not
I'm
play
playing the
that
lottery
last
so I can build this Green Black Delirium deck.
Win the lottery?
Yeah, I don't have like $300 to go spend on a standard deck.
You can just borrow it or like
Yeah,
trade
I
into
could
it.
just borrow.
Like, you can
Yeah,
let it
I mean,
trade stuff.
I could figure it out if I wanted to. I
Yeah.
just don't want to.
Okay, yeah. So
How's that?
I want this to be made available to me for little to no effort /
Right.
money.
All right, fair enough.
Fair. Yeah,
All right.
I can identify with that.
So Ben's got a huge board here. It doesn't have Delirium.
I wonder if he's gonna fall for it again.
I mean, he's also representing Avacyn, which is more of a format staple.
What?
Upkeep.
Why up? That?
Stasis Snare.
I don't like.
All right. That happened. Here we go.
So he's
Because-
playing around Blossoming Defense.
But the thing is, if you have Blasphemy Defense, it's so bad for you. I don't know. I'd rather put a 3/3 on board that eats a 2/2
All
Grim
right.
Flare and keep that for later.
Liliana
He
down.
also has a Sigarda in his hand.
Ben goes to
Oh, is this Sigarda and not the other one?
Ben
Yes.
goes to
Oh,
Delirium
okay.
with the
but he
artifact
can still,
hitting the
he can
graveyard.
still play it.
So we have 3/3
Well, that's a
gnarly
really good one.
dryads.
Yeah, that's a really good flip over because.
Yeah.
But the thing now, there's a tension of do you bring back the artifact
Oh, absolutely not.
under.
He's about to cast the 3rd gnarly dryad, and he's got plenty of action. Look at all this action.
Yeah, Billy's in bad shape.
Yep. This attack's super gnarly.
Gnarly Drad's pretty good card. I really liked it in limited.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm a big fan of.
We're gonna cast it.
1/1
Get gnarly.
Yeah, 1 with Death Touch.
There you can be 3/3s.
What's the first one? Something rat?
Ravenous Rat,
No,
It's
that's
first.
a discard one. It's not even the first rat.
Plague Rat.
Plague Rat, I think, was the first one.
What
Okay.
rats?
We're going through a history of
Typhoid Rats.
typhoid rats. Yes, I'm a big fan of typhoid
Pack Rat,
rats.
probably the best rat of all time.
Correct.
No, probably second best.
Chittering rats?
Best rat of all time.
Crypt
Mutavault.
rats?
Okay, we're not counting Mutavault.
It's all types. Rat included.
Well, technically, it's a land.
Oh,
Towards that.
here's a Traverse the Uvenwald for a Verdurous Gearhulk. And what he's going to do here is he's only got 4 lands, but he's got this Eldrazi Scion, which is a strict upgrade from a Eldrazi spawn.
Yeah.
They taught the spawn how to fight,
Yeah.
and it gives them a power. But there's
is-
still can
Is it
still
a strict upgrade?
an 0-1 that
O1s
went
can
for a 1-1.
can attack under bridges. Ensnaring Bridge.
Okay, yes.
Yeah, I'm aware
So
of what
there's
bridge you're
always
referring to.
A scenario. in
Best
which you
bridge
can-
in Magic, Ensnaring Bridge.
Bridge from below.
Also really good, actually.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
Yeah, it's close.
It's close. We'll agree to disagree.
I don't think anyone's
Alright.
disagreeing here.
Yeah, we're agreeing that we're
Grasp of
disagreeing.
Darkness.
But nobody's actually disagreeing. It's
You're
just,
getting another gnarly style attack here.
Yeah, this game.
6,
so
8,
he's
9.
dead.
This
Here's
game's
attack
been
for
over.
9. All right.
We count the
So
math.
Bill's
Young William
Bill's
picks
gonna
his cards up.
scoop his cards up.
All right. Sideboard time. You still have Billy's deck list?
Yeah, I do have Billy's deck list. I'm gonna hand it to Jack because I probably can't read it.
It's a little bit too faint. I'm gonna.
What we have is we have a copy of a copy, which is never quite as sharp as the original.
All right. So on Ben Black Green Aggro side, what would I bring in? His sideboard's actually pretty bad against Billy. I don't see any cards that are definite bring-ins. Deadweight?
Yeah, Deadweight's probably the only one.
No, I'd probably bring in Tyler's Tracker because he's mid-range. These aggro matchups tend to skew mid-range when you after sideboard.
Yeah, I mean, I'm trying to think what else would News. I guess News Constructor is probably more for like blue-white flash, because he doesn't have Ishkanaz, which is kind of strange if you're playing a card to beat
He
that
has
deck.
Ishkanaz.
Oh, he does. Okay, so then I'm not really sure what the News Constructor is for. I mean, I guess
It's really good against Fever Visions. You can just discard cards to it
Yeah,
and
sure.
not
All
take
right,
damage.
all right. So it's playing a
Yeah.
tier 2 card so that we can beat this tier 2 deck.
Tier 3 deck.
Tier 5.
5. I don't know. There's not enough tiers.
Listen,
to...
it just makes tears in my eyes. Is the only thing that card does.
So I mean, I guess you play that just because when you're in those situations where you're attacking with Tireless Tracker and Gnarlwood Dryads, and you have a News Constrictor out, you can always threaten potential Delirium. So if Billy was
Yeah, I don't think
potentially
that's good enough to bring in. I think I bring in Natural States or Appetites because Billy has Copters and also Stasis Snares,
right,
and
Sure.
the sideboard has Sky Sovereign.
yeah.
But I'm not sure if he's aware that there are Sky Sovereigns. But it's just good. Like, how many Stasis Snares does Billy have?
Well,
3?
It's
natural
got
state
blowout.
can't kill
He's got one on the
Sky
board as well.
Sovereign.
Yeah, so that's why you bring an Appetite if you.
Yeah, yeah.
But I like the
if
one
you have an
that-
appetite for that kind of card.
Yeah. So on Billy's side, we have one Sky Sovereign. That's probably going to come in. One Declaration Stone seems like a good choice. Exiling is much better against these Delirium decks when they have so many ways to rebuy between Liliana and Grapple. Got another Stasis Snare. I'm not sure if you want the 4th.
He'll probably bring it in. Unless he's metagaming against the Broaden Appetites / Natural States.
We have 2 Fragmentize on this side. Not probably good enough to bring in against what Ben's doing. He has Copters. He has Scroungers, but again, not really the ideal target. Gideon's probably a little bit too slow here and a
Gideon
little
on
bit
the play.
outclassed.
I like Gideon on the play.
Ben's being very deliberate here. He's thinking long and hard about this sideboarding choice.
Yeah. So.
That's a man that's in the tank.
Yeah, I like.
Billy's.
Being
I
thoughtful.
like this move from Billy. Now, what he's done here is he's presented while Ben is still clearly working. It really applies some pressure. And
It's some gamesmanship.
It's
But
some-
you
it's-
think Billy's thinking on that level?
yes, absolutely. I think a huge part of winning Magic tournaments is believing that you're smarter than everybody else at the Magic tournament.
I
and
believe that's
carrying-
why most people don't win. Because they're convinced that they're better than they are.
I think,
Oh, I know how bad I am. And I'm
So do
thankful. I'm thankful for every match I win. it's just so wonderful.
You don't take any of them for granted.
No, I don't.
I think that Magic's a very hard game. Everyone sucks at it. The key to
There's like
winning is
5 people
being-
in the world that are good.
being less sucky than
Less bad than
Any everyone else that day.
It's all relative. No one's perfect.
Yes. Very, very well said.
Sometimes I make misplays and I just want to throw my deck in the garbage.
Right in the guard. If you how many decks?
I've done
have you-
that. At least
A
at least
constructed deck?
No, limited decks.
Oh yeah, there's
Constructed
definitely.
decks, I don't think I've thrown any away.
There's definitely constructed decks where I'll pull the rare out, throw the deck away, and then tear the rare in half and throw it away. like that's
Yeah,
that
like
is-
limited decks, for some reason, I never take apart like the big events I play in.
Yeah, they just.
Oh,
I
you
just put
have-
them in a deck box. I'm like, I'll come back to it, and I never do. But then when I'm looking through cards, I'm like, oh,
I remember this
I
event.
remember this deck. I played at
Yeah.
day 2 of a GP or like at the Pro Tour or whatever.
Well, that's what happened when we were going through my cards for the SUG. I had
Yeah.
just all these like sleeves limited decks from like, here's my Magic Origins deck.
Yeah.
Here's my like Return to Ravnica deck. Oh yeah, I remember this. This
Yeah.
was GP Philadelphia. It's a nice little walk down
Yeah,
memory
yeah.
lane.
Yeah, it's nice memories.
No, it wasn't. I died to pack rats and freaking Vinugazi Guild Mages, and I drove 5 hours for it, and then got stuck in a hurricane.
And then you lost
Oh,
your
was
card.
that
No, different time. Lost my car a different time.
which hurricane did you lose your car in?
I didn't lose my car in a hurricane. It was a flash flood in Newark, New Jersey. Totally different.
Committed insurance fraud, the whole bit.
the whole kit and caboodle.
Some ridiculous stuff that happened to you.
Yeah, well, it helped build character.
Yeah, all right.
All right,
I'm okay with it.
so Bill's on the
Still
play
here.
here,
We still fight.
and I think this.
We
I
still
think,
here?
I think this green white humans deck on the play.
It's much better than on the draw.
Yeah, and I think it can hang with anybody. I think given a good hand, it matches up with any
What is in his hand?
magic cards
Well, here's a Duskwatch recruiter.
Oh, okay.
that you're gonna recruit from the Duskwatch.
For some reason, I thought that was Amazon, which
Yeah.
is in this deck. So yeah, Billy wins, and I'll have some carpool with Pittsburgh, hopefully.
Well, this is not the PPTQ for this season, is it?
It is.
Oh, it is.
What? Did you win a PPTQ for this season too?
This season is.
It's still Dublin.
Yeah,
That's what this is for?
No, this is for Nashville. The RBTQ.
That you won is for
Oh,
Dublin.
you're saying
It's for Dublin, but then I.
carpool for the RBTQ.
RBTQ, yeah.
Right.
Billy also hates Nashville, apparently, so I'm not sure.
Yeah,
he's
Got-
that's
gonna
just a gimmick.
go. He will go.
All right, so when you go to a city to play in a Magic tournament, when have you been like, oh, this city sucks? Like
Louisville.
When Lopi drags you everywhere.
Okay.
Louisville.
Fair enough.
The last
The
one
thing
I
is,
went
like,
to.
how much time do you spend outside of the Magic tournament in the city?
Depends on how poorly I'm doing.
All right, fair enough.
It depends. Yeah, it depends on a lot of factors. There was a time where I went to GP Quebec City up in Canada. Spent a lot of time because it was a weekend trip.
When have you been? You've been to a lot of.
Didn't you go with that one to with Ari Lax?
Yeah, I did. We road trip from Boston through Canada. It was a good 7-8 hours.
I road tripped 8 hours through Canada with Jonathan Medina.
Did you?
Yeah, man, that was a
To go
great
where?
trip. To Grand Prix Toronto. Stayed at Scotty Mac's house. Got hammered drunk doing karaoke, and Scotty Mac apparently knows all the words to Gangnam Style
I
in
believe it.
Korean,
He
and
seems
just
like the type of guy that would commit time to learning that.
and he just rolled it off.
So it's happening again.
It was awesome.
We're not talking
We're not talking about
about
the match. All right.
All right, so
right,
Scrappy Scrounger,
Let me,
Thalia.
let me sum this up. So Ben played Scrappy Scrounger on turn 2. Billy stonewalled it with this Thalia on turn 3. And
Well,
he's going to get the bash in for 2 and then 5. And if I'm Billy, I pass the turn here, activate my Duskwatch Recruiter on the trigger. Oh,
He's
all
more
right.
interested
All
in
right, we're,
playing
not,
another
we're going to commit more to the board. Passes the turn.
I like that. I like adding to the board. Right now, it's still not. It's board development time, not advantage time.
right.
In this
Well,
type of matchup.
The
It's
thing
like-
is, you're talking the difference between 2 2/2s or a 3/3. So if Billy didn't play anything, he just activated Recruiter, he gets a 3/3, and he gets to deploy more to the board next turn. So like instead of spending a whole turn just playing that, you get to.
I do like adding to the board, but maybe not in this case because he's only adding a 2/2 and spending half his mana.
Right.
Right.
So in this particular case, it might have been better for a flip.
But I guess Ben didn't play anything, which is huge for Billy, so he can just
I
lay it all down.
don't know what kind of hand you have that you play nothing with 4 mana, like a removal spell, or is he I don't know.
I think he's waiting for Crux of Fate next turn. He's just gonna blow him out.
All right, so that's another card that's rotated at a standard.
Are there any rats in this format? Jesus.
There are actually one
Fumigate? Okay.
There's Flame Tendrils at 3,
Right.
Radiant Flames at
3.
3 for Converge.
Yeah. Kozilek's Return.
Yeah, Rats aren't very good in this format because of how prevalent Copter was. Copter.
Oh wait, so we see a natural state on the Copter, so I guess that's what Ben's
We're
probably
down
holding
with
a
that.
handful of.
I do
Very
not know.
niche
I do
start.
not know what he kept. How is he just not casting any spells?
Well,
All right. Well, he's not.
didn't want to.
What he's going to do is he's going to shuffle his deck again,
Yeah.
and he's taking this opportunity to put himself back on the play.
Mm-hmm. That's a good move.
He's thinking deeply
I
about
think
what
he
he's
was
done.
flustered by Billy's power move of presenting his deck while
Oh,
he was still
yeah.
sideboarding.
Oh yeah.
No, I really
He's
think
very kerfluffled right
yeah,
now.
that was had to be a back keep. He should have mulliganed that.
Oh, yeah.
He cast
On the
one
draw,
spell.
a card that can block.
Yeah, he cast one spell that couldn't block and did nothing else.
Yeah. Played one natural state, which
Mulligans
I
are
think
mulligans
is a
are
fine.
tough.
So out of a total of 3, 6, 10 mana, he spent 3 mana.
Right.
Two of which did nothing.
And another one also did nothing.
Well, I guess the 2-drop prevented Dustmarch Recruiter from flipping the prior turn,
Yeah.
but it flipped the turn later, so you only save 1 damage that way. Yeah, I'm curious if Ben had a good hand there, if it was better for Billy to just flip his own Dustwatch.
Oh, what's really interesting now is to see if Billy sides out cards, or seeing sideboarding going from play to draw.
Yeah.
It's very interesting.
It's a very
I
sophisticated
don't think
line.
Gideon is good on the draw
I
because
think it is. Yeah, not very
almost awful, especially against Ben's deck where he's loaded with 3/3
Yeah.
3/3 Death Touchers, so you have to throw two tokens in front of it, or the same thing with the Grim Flares, and he just doesn't really give you enough time to deploy Gideon and get value out of it.
See, now you guys have each independently come up with that conclusion, and I just couldn't figure out why that was the case. Bernie explained it to me before, and you just explained a completely different set of reasons it's bad.
Well,
And so,
as long as we agree it's bad.
yeah, no, I'm glad somebody
Hopefully
that knows
Seagull
what's going
play
on
one.
is back here.
We see Gideon's that he's taking out of his deck.
All right, so Gideon's going out into the sideboard.
But I would say, oh look, Billy's thinking like us. But I had told Billy before the match that that's what he should do.
So you're just taking credit for his sideboarding strategy.
If it's correct or incorrect, I'm taking credit. It might be incorrect.
Oh, aggressive.
Awesome commentary. Did I hear Crux of Fate? Yes, you did. You heard it here first.
Who's Andrew?
Who's Andy?
That's my pen name.
Andy, idiot.
Andy. It really rolls off the tongue.
All right, so did Billy take those in or did?
No, they're out.
I mean,
Okay.
if they moved
I wasn't
from,
sure if they were migrating from sideboard into main deck or main deck to sideboard.
I don't know
I
in
just
what
saw they
world
were
you
in
would
his
think
hand.
that it would be bad on the play but good on the draw.
All right, so
Another great thing Billy has here is he's using the checklist cards.
wait, he only has one Gideon in the sideboard, so he.
Maybe he's hedging. Maybe he only halfway believes you. He believes you 75%,
No, 25%.
25%.
Because there's 3 in the deck. I don't. Yeah. Or no? 50% now. He's taking another one out.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's hedging. Which I.
The thing is, Gideon is a very powerful Magic card, so it's never. I mean, I don't think it's particularly good
It's
in this
never
matchup.
horrendous.
But it's
I
not
don't
gonna
think
be
you went
awful.
4. You definitely do not want 4.
Right.
All right.
At a certain point in the game, yes, Gideon is good.
I could
But you do
believe.
not want 2 in your opener.
Yeah, I can believe 2 in your
2
two
in your
deck.
opener is like a mulligan.
Right. Which
Concur.
luckily you can employ that. Ben chose not to, and he paid the price.
Yeah. Like, alright, so 2 in your. If you only have 2 in your deck, the odds of having 2 in your opener is.
Low.
Like 1 in
What?
16, probably.
It's lower than that.
No, it's about 1 in 16.
Whoa. Man, that'd be all right. I'll believe you because I wouldn't know how to do the math
I
to begin with.
just did that calculation
Off.
off the top of my head, so that might be wrong.
It has to be
Like
much
1 in
lower
30,
than
1
that.
in 30.
Okay, so what are the chances of having?
It's
You have one getting in your
No,
deck. What are
it's about 1 in 30. Let's say chances of having it in your opener is 20. Oh, okay, hold on, 20. Yeah, it's probably like 2%.
yeah,
all right.
sufficiently low enough that I'd be willing to try to.
Yeah, like 1 in 40 probably.
But I would still be more comfortable with 1 or even 0 because, like I said, like in most matchups, it's
Oh, hey,
much
Andrew.
better.
Yeah, I think the thing about like calculating odds, like we just did, a lot of people get hung up on like exact math for stuff like this. I think if you can stay close,
Yeah,
because like really, how is your brain gonna differentiate between like 2% and 3%? As long as you know it's like sub 5, that's
yeah. As long
the
as the
neighborhood, yeah.
ballpark
Yeah.
of being super low, super likely, whatever.
faster than
Calculator watch. So Oath of a Johnny, I think gets a lot of flack, and I'm not sure why. Mostly because Magic players like to complain about everything.
I think Oath of Johnny seems really good.
I think it looks good, but I don't think it's like over the top good. It's very good with cards like Gideon, which is already a powerful Magic card.
Yeah.
And I'm fine.
Alright, this is a very good start for Ben. 1 drop, 2 drop.
Yeah, so this is the exact sort of setup where if you have a Gideon in your hand, you would wish it to be just about any other card.
Yep. So here, if Ben has a removal spell or Liliana, Billy's in
Game.
a really tough spot. Probably gonna lose the game spot.
Yeah. As it stands, Ben
But going in
can't.
the tank is very good for Billy.
Okay,
Because
yeah.
that means he just.
And obviously, not attacking with Grim Flare means he doesn't have anything, and you don't want to trade your Grim Flare because that's kind of
Ooh,
your,
this is
your
really
key
good
to
for
the
Billy.
game.
Oh no. I thought he was missing on his 3rd land. He just didn't play his 3rd. Alright, he was playing around.
Thalia, very strong here.
All right.
Declaration and Stone. He didn't deploy the 3rd Dryad.
Oh sure.
Gnarly Dryad.
Or I guess he was representing Grasp with Darkness too, because if he has Grasp there and Billy goes Gideon, make a token, and he just grasps it like it's really bad. So even if Billy had Gideon there, the way Ben constructed that turn was that
Comes in play tapped. Alright, so Ben has a Kalidas in his hand,
okay.
which unchecked will win him the game, but he doesn't have a 4th land. And Billy has the removal spell.
Well, Billy has a good Stonewall here with the Thalia, but he also can't really afford to attack with it.
Yeah, the
Not yet,
Thalia
at least.
plays great defense, but yeah, doesn't do anything on offense.
Can't afford to pressure, and so Ben has quite a bit of time right now. And this is a sort of situation where Gideon would really shine. So assuming Billy left a couple in, that's, a fine draw. Dustwatch also pretty good. That's the other thing with this deck is you have other mana sinks and ways to fill up your hand between Tireless Tracker, Dustwatch Recruiter, Clue with Thraben Inspector. So you don't necessarily need to play
He's
cards
got
like
2
Gideon
mana
to
available to him here.
elongate the game.
If he has like a lieutenant, I'd be very happy to play a lieutenant. Nope.
No, he's a deck. So
Yeah, I think that's what it is.
Hmm.
And either Sigarda or Sigarda's Heron.
Or Moon Heron. Snapping Drake.
It could be the angel or the human.
Yes.
They're both in his deck.
Yes. Alright, so we see another Grim Flare. Really giving Billy some good Declaration Stone targets, although he doesn't need to yet. I mean, Ben still has total 0 cards in the graveyard.
Yeah, so Billy did not crack a clue there. I would have cracked a clue. I would have burned an energy to crack a clue.
Yeah, I don't think you need to hold on to that energy too much. He's got another servant in his hand,
yeah,
too.
the only energy input is the servant.
Right.
So yeah, I think should have cracked that clue. Gives him more options.
Yeah.
Uses mana really nicely that turn.
I have no idea. No clue really why he wouldn't.
Another servant.
Energy conservation.
Yeah, maybe he sided in the...
Warming is happening.
Just
You know,
yeah. He's.
Yeah, I heard that. I mean, I don't know. I think
We got
double
burning
one's in there.
Comminos over here. Just.
Servant's coming in.
All right. Little trade skis.
So
That's interesting.
Yeah, really just doesn't value using this energy and
Are those servants humans?
They are humans.
I believe so. Yeah.
So
You gotta
it would
be
be
that's-
better as humans still on the battlefield.
Yeah, for lieutenant
yeah.
makes it a 3/3. And
Or even just the mana production. Like here, you could crack a clue. Oh,
Well, the
other
guy's
one,
new.
Now you want a Dust Watch.
you're gonna get.
Given the option,
Yeah.
I think Dust Watch is
We're gonna
Be a
get
lot better.
Dusky. All right.
Yeah, get that guy tapped.
Billy's getting these guys.
He's all on that. All right, so look at 3. There's a Gideon. And it looks like a whiff, actually.
I'm drawing card.
So I believe that was Copter, Gideon, Stasis Snare.
So 3 good cards are going to the bottom.
Yeah, that's always a feel bad
All right.
situation right there.
Watch Billy hit a land here.
Oh, check flip card.
Yeah,
I think
nice.
the only one is Dustwatch.
Yeah, which he doesn't really
Sure.
need the second. Gets a lot worse in multiples. I think at this point you just kind of pass, and I mean, Ben's not putting you in any.
Oh man, he's getting 2 for 1 on the declaration targeting Grim Flare.
Well, he does get 2 clues, so it's more like a 1 for 0. It's not even worth
Listen, I will trade you a clue for a Grim Flare every day of the week and twice on Sunday.
Well, these Grim Flares weren't doing too much. I mean, I guess if Billy wants to end the game, this helps progress him to do that. My thought is that, what's the rush? I mean, you can activate Dustwatch Recruiter twice a turn. Ben isn't putting any pressure, and you can just kind of build up a board without having to use a premium rule spell on a 2/2.
Do you want to know what the rush is?
What's that?
So
Liliana.
in Ben's hand,
Ishkana?
is a natural state. So 2 out of the 3 cards that Billy would have drawn.
Would have
Would've been
been
natural state
would have
targets.
found their natural state.
Yeah.
You can still get that clue, though.
This Kalitas that's in
just
Ben's hand. Should I continue things that are the rush?
Are you sure that Cletus is in his hand?
Yeah, 100%. So Cletus is really good here because Billy's only answer to Cletus is Stasis Snares, and he has the
Well, that's what I'm
natural
saying is why not save the Declaration Stone for something like Kalitas instead of Grim Flare?
Because Grim Flare will just as easily take over the game.
I don't think it's. I mean, it's
You're
if
wrong.
you're very quickly
wrong.
hitting Delirium. Okay, I'm wrong.
I think Cletus has a much bigger impact.
Okay, so if I keep so say I leave up Red Declaration and Stone, right? He goes Kalitas attack with my 2 Grim Flares.
Play attacking and tap the wrong way.
I don't think that's what.
If I play Kalitas and attack with my 2 Grim Flares, either both of them are getting in, one of them's getting in, or like you're trading off and I get the zombie.
Well, in the face of a 3/2 first strike game Thalia,
I think Thalia was tapped. He attacked with
Well,
it.
he only attacked because he got rid of the Grim Flare.
Okay, sure.
I'm saying you can afford to play the long game when you're drawing 2 extra cards a turn with selection. Grim Flares are good, no doubt, but if you're drawing an extra 2 creatures, they're not even 4/4s yet, but if they do become 4/4s, you have the resources to take care of them.
Sure.
so basically that energy conservation will be for the rest of the game. I don't think he has any other energy.
Yeah, so that's just a
Input.
nice little emblem,
Pokemon
little
card.
piece of flair.
Pokemon.
You got to catch all of the energy, which he did, and then used none of it. It's energy conservation.
Yeah, energy conservation.
All right.
Yeah, I don't know why he was so
I think you
adamant
just
about
turned
trading off his.
Thalia sideways here, right? Oh,
So that's gonna happen. He's gonna.
I don't know why he does it pre-attacks. That card is.
oh,
flat.
instead of I guess he's I don't know what the Gnarlwood Dryad's gonna if it was gonna block or if it wasn't. Does it matter either way? As to when we did this. All right, making sure.
I think Billy's feeling the pressure of having stare down and Cletus. He's trying to make moves because
Right.
Cletus is just so coordinated.
Right.
So you're saying the Declaration of Stone might have actually been better suited for that card?
But the Cletus that was in Ben's hand, yes. If Billy had perfect information, he would have saved the Declaration of Stone. He did not.
But I'm saying even if you don't know your opponent has Cletus in hand, the Grim Flares on the board aren't impacting you. You can beat the on board.
I
Grim Flare.
agree. I think he trigger way too fast. Like this is look at already value.
Yeah, and I get that there's a big life swing there, but Ben gets to swing back with Cletus. He gets to gain some life.
And you can make a 5/6 Cletus.
Right. I don't know if that's what he wants to do.
I think Billy went from like a very favorable position to a still favorable, but not quite
Yeah,
as ahead.
it's
Sure.
losable at this point. I think if he played it safe,
If you just played it safe and just accrue value from his value cards, go long, just stare down the Cletus with his creatures. His creatures can attack, like Ben's creatures can attack into his board.
yeah.
But now Ben's in
Alright.
a position, if he draws a removal spell for, let's say, Thalia, he's in a great spot.
Yeah, Thalia's the main thing keeping him down here. I mean, he's
But
still.
it looks like he has like a bunch of lands in his hand.
Which
but
honestly, if he has hissing Quagmire out,
Any Death Toucher is great with Cletus.
Concur.
well, yeah,
Just trades with anything.
well, not a first striker. That's the main problem. But you have the Cletus on D if that's what you need to do.
Yeah.
So it looks like we're gonna get another Gnarlwood
Jack,
out, or
No,
Traverse.
for a land.
If that's the play, I think I would just hold that and hold up hissing Quagmire.
yeah, because he has a land in hand.
Right. I mean, your thinning your deck is not
I
impactful
would,
enough.
before doing anything, I would have attacked with the Scrap Heap Scrounger.
Okay.
Yeah.
Billy has no good blocks. It'll definitely take 3. And if he blocks, it's great for him, actually.
And if that guy can't block, the
Yeah.
Scrounger can't block anyway, so it's
And the thing is, people are more incentivized to block after you've cast spells. You know.
right because they have
Yeah.
better information.
Yeah, it's
Right.
just
Well, maybe that's why he wants to do this first. So he wants Billy to block.
but the block's just
Alright.
not going to happen.
No, it's not gonna. I don't think it's gonna happen regardless.
If he doesn't attack, is he not going to attack? Alright, there you go.
Here we go.
Yeah. So can't pick up that pen fast enough. He's down to 24.
Oh wait, we have another energy consumer in the third servant in his hand.
Oh, okay. Yeah. There you go. We're up to. We'll hit 6. Hopefully stay there.
Energy producer maybe won't be energy conservative.
Just wondering if Billy has like a. So if you're gonna activate this Dustwatch Recruiter a lot,
Which he hasn't been activating at all. And just trading away his mana producers made it so that he couldn't
get many activations
Yeah.
out of it
like
in
if
a
he still
turn.
had both of those left, it would
but-
have netted him at least 3 additional ones. There were a lot of turns where he just tapped out and was like had 2 mana on tap. 1 mana on tap.
So all right, so say that you start activating this Dustwatch Recruiter, and we know that 1 Stasis Snare is on the bottom.
Yeah.
What if you get to the point where 2 Stasis Snares are on the bottom?
But they start going towards the top.
Well, if you keep track of them, you can just
You could just figure
keep
out where they are.
filtering, Yeah,
Yeah, but
and
that would take like 19 like 20 like 15 activations.
sure.
Yeah. Eventually they'll
It also
Right.
requires you to like keep track of where it
And
is,
plus,
which
like,
I'm sure he didn't do.
yeah. And the thing is, you can't be like, oh, Stasis Snare might be at the top of my deck, so I don't want to
Right.
put it at the bottom. It's all random. Like, it's as equally likely to be in the top 3 as it is in like the next 3.
Yes.
Okay.
This is the
The mill or not mill.
yeah mill.
Right. So it doesn't.
It doesn't affect the probability.
It
of
doesn't.
drawing a
It
Stasis
doesn't
Snare.
affect.
Yeah.
It doesn't affect whether or not you should do it.
Classic Monty Hall problem.
Is it?
Yeah.
I don't.
I don't even know what you're talking
understand.
about.
You don't know the
Oh,
Monty
you
Hall
don't know the
problem?
Monty Hall problem?
No, I probably know it by.
Okay, so if
If you explain it,
all right,
but I
if
don't
I'm
know by
on
name.
if I'm on a game show,
Yeah.
one of the doors there's 3 doors.
Yeah.
One has a Corvette, the other 2 have goats.
Yeah. No, that's not the same then.
The 2 donkeys.
Yeah. I know.
The goat or the donkey doesn't matter. This is,
Like you pick one and then you ask if you want this one or that one.
yeah,
Right.
it does
Yeah.
not change the probability. Okay.
Yeah.
It does.
You can make a bad choice there.
Yeah. You always want to switch because it's always 1/3, which then makes it 2/3 when you switch. If the other
Right,
door is
Yeah.
revealed.
This is.
Okay, so this is not a classic Monty Hall
Yeah.
problem.
Not at all. So that's why.
Not at all.
Not at all.
It's not at all.
It's the same-
I
It's
haven't
the
I haven't
opposite.
taken as much high level math as you guys, but so I didn't want to say I didn't think it was, but That's why I kind of looked
Yeah.
at Bernie for confirmation or disconfirmation.
Yeah, I've heard of that dilemma, but I've never heard the name of it. Or I probably haven't, just forgotten. Monty Hall.
Monty Hall was the
name of the show, right?
No,
Game
it was
show?
the name of the guy that hosted.
Oh, the game show.
Not
a game
Deal or No
show.
Deal.
Door or no
Door.
door?
No,
Door
no.
or
What's
goat
it
door?
called?
Corvette or double goat?
It's called Let's Make a Deal.
Oh yeah.
That's the name of the show. But Monty Hall was the host.
All right, so Liliana's on board. Looking a little bit worse for Billy.
It's
So
looking terrible for Billy,
Ben
actually.
Ben
Yeah,
went
you're right.
down on Liliana.
Is Billy not activating?
Would you guys go down on Liliana in that situation?
No comment.
Yeah, actually, I would. No.
I think going
down is fine because you're trying to build up delirium.
I think going down on Liliana, one of Billy's bigger creatures, and then sending in your Kalitas, which is potentially like is awesome.
No, I don't want to attack with Kalitas. I want to keep the Kalitas on defense.
Okay. All right, so I'm
so-
gonna
someone
break walls,
asked-
their
I'm just
whole
gonna
team.
I'm just gonna shut up and let you guys know what's going on. Billy's gonna cast Declaration instead of targeting the operative Kalitas.
Yeah, that's a good target.
That's very lucky. I think he only has 2 declaration stones.
And he has more stasis snares as well, but
And the
But Stasis
Exiles
Snare is negated by
Exiles
the natural
relevant.
state in Ben's hand.
oh yeah. So
The Exile's relevant here because if Ben can
He can't
Can-
Lily it back.
can create a situation where he can go down on Liliana again, he will be able to get it back if it were in the graveyard, but it's not.
yes, Fault Fracture claims that you always go down, according to the chat. Can you
It's-
confirm or deny that?
I don't know who Full Fracture is.
It can,
He barely knows you.
it's apparently one of my ex-girlfriends.
In related news, I found out what earning your Red Wings is recently.
Oh yeah?
Never,
Yeah.
Never heard of that.
We shouldn't discuss it here. I'll tell you afterwards.
Yeah,
Um,
it's when you go to a
I-
Red Wings game and you just really have a good time, a ripe old time.
I thought it was when you were on an airplane
That's what I thought too.
and it flies through a snowstorm.
Oh, that's what you thought it was?
Yeah,
Why red then?
Because the way that sunlight comes through ice crystals in the sky, it redshifts the light.
Really? Huh. Why is that?
I don't know.
Oh.
Color spectrum?
Yeah.
That's not a reason, that's just a thing. So
UV light?
Yeah, UV, you know,
Ultraviolet.
That's
it
not
crystallizes and
Infrared.
Anyway, so
yeah, right.
Billy's got an attack
Ice
going on here.
absorbs red.
He already attacked. Now it's Ben's turn.
Okay, we're on Ben's turn.
Ben is in deep doo-doo.
Yeah, that Declaration is Stone really
Let me see.
took the wind out of his sails.
It's
Jack
that's right
has
here.
Billy's deck list,
No,
and
this
we're
thing
gonna
does.
find out. And there's the hand. Billy Comminos finally takes down a PPTQ. This has been a many PPTQs. Billy has worked so hard to take this down, and
Look at the smile on that.
he
face.
chose. I mean, I think his deck choice is fairly metagame for this one. It's definitely not in like your top 3 decks that you think about in the format.
Mhm.
And so for him to take it down with this bold deck choice,
And it's bold
really
him,
happy
too.
for the guy.
This is not his wheelhouse. He is.
You can
Yeah.
see some,
Relief.
unfamiliarity with attacking.
relief,
Uh-huh.
adulation,
Flatulation, probably.
Release of
retention,
farts.
release.
Flatulation.
That's what that word means. Good job.
All right. Listen, I want to thank everybody. I want to thank everybody that commentated today. I want to thank Daniel Nelson for putting up with all of us idiots back here talking about God knows what.
Yeah, maybe we need like a snow cone type of like mic.
Yeah, I'm sure we can change the mic situation next time. We're gonna have commentation by group. So come back for more Top Deck Productions Tuesday night, 6:30 Eastern Standard Time. We're gonna have modern action, and on Wednesday, 6:30 Eastern Standard Time, we'll have more standard action for you. We'll see you guys then, and
All right. Well, we're out.
we're out.
Yeah,
Thanks, guys.
We out.
We out.